What's going on, guys? This is EDT, Everyday Tech with Stan JB, and I'm here to talk about truly wireless headphones, or at least a specific pair of truly wireless headphones that I have been using for the last 2 months. Now, you guys know I've primarily used my Google Pixel Buds 2, I hate that name, as my main truly wireless headphones, and I really do enjoy them. I really do like them. But I kept seeing advertisements for this, and I was always kind of a fan of the company, so I wanted to try these out and see how they perform compared to some of the other very budget-friendly wireless headphones. I'm talking about SkullCandy's Dimes, one of the smallest pair of headphones I found, and one of the most inexpensive pair I found at only $25. And these are worth every penny at $25. So let's get into what that actually means. Now, of course, I want you guys to hit the like and subscribe button and also hit that bell notification icon so you know when I'm going to drop a new video and when I have more tech to rant about. All right? So first thing first, let's talk design. Now, once again, this is one of the smallest pieces of hardware I own. I think it's really neat. It's size. I think it's comfortable to hold, comfortable to put in your pocket. It's not really bulky. For what you get out of it, I do think it probably could have been smaller, but what do I know? My problems with this design are a few gripes. Number one, which is probably the biggest issue I have with the design of the case, it's a micro USB. Listen, this is 2021. Everything should have USB-C. Just get with the times. I mean, I know it's a cheap, inexpensive pair of headphones, but come on. Micro USB, I am running out of those cords. Like, they are slowly disappearing from all my tech, so the cords are disappearing as well. It's time to change, guys. Come on, SkullCandy, get it together. The other big problem I have, it's very plasticky. This thing is just cheap plastic. It's not even good plastic. It's not like high quality. There's no coating on top to make it feel more premium. It just feels like plastic. And I don't like that because plastic of this quality feels really cheap. And I always feel like I'm gonna break it. There's not really strong magnets. It's a very lightweight magnet. Doesn't really keep it closed, I feel. And it primarily uses those cheap plastic clips to keep in place. So you click it and it's closed. Yes, it could be secure because of that, but as you know, with anything plastic that has to rely on that clip mechanism to hold itself together, over time, opening and closing, it's gonna wear out and it's gonna break. And you're gonna find yourself replacing these guys. Granted, they're only $25, so that's not a big problem, but it's just something I don't wanna deal with. Other than the case, the design of the actual buds are pretty neat. They are super small and very short stem with the little skull icon being a button to play, pause, and all that good stuff. Now, the ear tips are okay. They're very basic. They don't feel comfortable after a long time of use. They're kind of big, the ones that default in the box. I have smaller ears, so I always have to change to smaller sizes. But the tips are nothing to write home about. The design, cool. Tips, I wish it was more comfortable. That would have been another selling point if you're gonna sell something that is cheap. You gotta give it something besides just the price to make us want to buy it, you know? They really went the most minimal route that they could have thought of. But other than that, small, convenient. It clips in pretty well. Stays in there. So, pretty decent, but still nothing to write home about, nothing special. It feels like it's worth $25. But of course, what about sound? Well, sound quality is about worth $25. There's nothing special. There's not much heavy bass. It's not super loud. There's no EQ app or anything to adjust the sound of the music or podcast you're listening to. There's not really amazing highs or lows. Everything's kind of middle of the road. It's a very middle of the road product. They didn't put a lot of time or R&D into this pair of headphones because they just want to get cheap headphones out, put them in as many pockets as possible. But I will say that I really wasn't disappointed with the sound, especially because I know I paid $25 for it. They were just about what I expected. Not worse, but yeah, they're just okay. Nothing fancy. $25 gets you what you expect. Probably a tiny bit better than what you expect for $25. But we also got to talk about battery life. And battery life. I've been good with battery life, and it's because of how I utilize these buds. These aren't my main guys. These are my backup pair of headphones for when I leave my Pixel Buds at home on accident, or if they die on me because I've been using them too much. This is what's always in my bag or in my car as a backup. So sometimes I go to the gym and I forget my main pair of headphones, but these are just sitting in my car. Boom, I got something. They don't really stay in my ear as well as my favorite ones. They don't block out noise as well as my favorite ones. They don't feel as comfortable as my favorite ones. But when I need something to listen to music so I can get pumped at the gym, hey, they're there, and they only cost me $25. When I forget to charge my Pixel Buds, or I'm at work and they die, these are in my bag. Just if I receive a phone call from my boss and I don't want to be sitting there on the phone or anything like that. They are really convenient, but not the best you're going to use. They're great backups, and the battery life falls into that category. You see, because I use them as my backup, I really haven't had much issue with them dying because I don't use them enough. First couple weeks, I've noticed I got maybe 4 or 5 hours of battery life before I had to change buds or put them in the case to charge again. Nothing crazy. The case itself doesn't really hold a full day worth of charge, but I don't think you're gonna be using these guys that much. 100% clarity. I don't think anyone who buys these is gonna want to use it that much. The only person that might is if you buy it for, let's say, kids or something like that. This is great for a kid's first pair of truly wireless buds to see how they do without losing anything. But for the people that are probably watching this video, these aren't going to be your main buds. So the battery life is not going to be that big of an issue because you're not going to be utilizing it all the time. At least I wouldn't recommend that you utilize it all the time. And if you do, 4 hours is decent. I don't think people really listen to music straight on much longer than that before they have to do something else. I also don't think you're going to want to leave these in your ears for 4 hours because they do not feel that comfortable after a little bit of time. That's just the name of the game with $25 earbuds. So all in all, I gotta say, not impressed. I was excited because they were $25 and I like SkullCandy, so I wanted to see if they gave me something that was amazing for the price. They were kind of advertising it as such. It's $25 earbuds, and it is worth every penny. It's just that it's only $25, so it ain't a lot of pennies. Not compared to the competition. You're not gonna get any type of active noise canceling or even passive noise canceling. You're not gonna get any type of pass-through that makes it feel more comfortable in your ear. You're not gonna have touch controls or any type of Google Assistance. You're not gonna have anything special of that nature. What you're going to have is a really good pair of backups or your child's first pair of wireless headphones. And that's not bad, but it ain't great neither. Anyway, I wanted to do a quick video talking about it because this is what I've been using as my backup. Hasn't made me upset, but it really hasn't made me happy. Buy at your own risk. I'll leave a link down in the details and description. But until then, I'll catch you with the next one. And probably best if you stick with the higher end wireless earbuds. Peace.